This is NBC6 South Florida Today.
Hi everyone, I'm Joel Conable. Welcome to the Departure Lounge, where every week we tell you about great travel deals and ideas. This week we are going on board one of the newest ships at sea. It's called the Queen Victoria, and it's Cunard's newest ship. And when it comes to Cunard, they don't really have cruise ships, they have ocean liners. There's a new ship sailing out of Fort Lauderdale that may look like a cruise ship, but this ship doesn't cruise because it's an ocean liner.
Cunard's very proud of its heritage and the history, of its ships. We're going back 168 years now, and we're very, very proud of that tradition, and we try to embody all that in our liners that we have now.
The Queen Victoria feels very British, from the grand staircase to the formal restaurants that look out onto the ocean to the Harrods right on board.
Arguably, it is probably one of, if not the nicest cruise ship in the world today.
And if the Queen Victoria is one of the nicest ships in the world, then the name it has fits, given to her in honor of one of the best-known queens to ever wear the crown.
She's one of Britain's most respected and longest-serving monarchs. I think she was just usurped a couple of weeks ago by our current queen, but up until that time she was our longest-reigning monarch.
On its maiden voyage, it carried royalty. Prince Charles and Camilla boarded in Southampton before its maiden voyage across the Atlantic to New York.
So people that really enjoy the smaller ship are really going to be thrilled with Queen Victoria, because it really brings a lot of the aspects of those smaller ships, a lot of the characteristics, to be able to do it on a big ship. And because it is a larger ship, it has more activities, it has more options for you to really enjoy your cruise.
Then, after a royal celebration in New York Harbor, the QE2 and the new Queen Victoria sailed south to Fort Lauderdale. Today, the people on the ship are about to set sail for a round-the-world trip that will last more than 3 months.
It's a long cruise.
Bob and Colleen Ackerman will be on that entire trip, 99 days together. Good thing they got a suite. At least they have several hundred square feet and a balcony to take a break from each other if need be.
Everything's going along good here, and the accommodations are food, and the food is fantastic. So it's just going to have to spend a lot of time in the exercise area down there, because otherwise you're going to put weight on big time.
What really makes the Queen Victoria so unique is the fact that it doesn't feel like a typical cruise ship. It really feels like an old ocean liner, and it really has that British flair, because just around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it is time for afternoon tea. Thank you very much.
It's more of a seasoned traveler that would voyage on a ship like this. The World Cruise and all of its segments are currently sold out. First time you'd be able to get on this ship is going to be probably the latter part of April, when the ship is sailing in Europe.
Afternoon tea is served every day, along with all the British goodies like crumpets and finger sandwiches. The Queen Victoria really brings back that old-time elegance of traveling on the ocean, a ship that will make anyone feel classy. Even these guys. I don't know about classy. Stuart Chiron is here, the cruise guy, to talk about some deals. Stuart, you actually have a way people can get on that ship this summer, right?
I do, and actually it's so heavily booked that if you really want to see any kind of a price break or even availability, you're going to have to actually look to August, when the ship is going to be sailing between Southampton and Venice on some Mediterranean sailings, and then certainly going into the the later of the fall and into the winter, when we're going to see some deals aboard the ship.
So that deal is $29.95 per person.
Per person. Starting, but the balconies are not that much more expensive, probably about $3,400 per person.
Okay, you also have a deal on Holland America. What's that one?
This is actually a great deal. For those that want to get a taste of the Panama Canal, we've got Holland America's Volendam doing March and April departures right here out of Fort Lauderdale, where they're going to visit their private island, a Half Moon Cay, Aruba, Curacao. They're going to do a partial transit of the canal, Colón and Limón, Costa Rica, from $10.99 instead of the $24.99 per person.
Okay, so that gives people a chance to taste the Panama Canal if they want to go down there and do a partial.
It gets into the first section of the Gatun Locks, into Gatun Lake, turn around, come back out. Same thing as if they went out the Pacific side.
Okay, if you're watching TV right now, pay attention. This is the deal of probably the month. Tell us about this European Mediterranean deal.
What's happening right now, there's a lot of availability in Europe. So to entice booking, the cruise lines are having to make some lower prices. So what we did is we took a 7-night cruise aboard NCL's newest ship, the Norwegian Gem, which is actually sailing out of New York right now. now, doing 7-night Mediterranean from Barcelona to Valletta, Malta, Naples for Pompeii, Sorrento, Capri, Civitavecchia for Rome, Livorno, and Villafranche for Nice and Monte Carlo. This price is from $35.99 per person. It's now from $1,349 per person, and this is really an NBC6 exclusive. You won't find this anywhere. That $1,349 includes round-trip air from Miami and 2 nights hotel in either Paris or Barcelona.
That's an amazing price. All right, well, Stuart, also we have a Caribbean deal on our website. If you go to NBC6.net, you'll see it there. It's on Carnival's Imagination, so people can see that on our website. If you want to see these deals again, if you'd like to check out some vacation videos that we have, just go to our one-stop shopping place, which is NBC6.net. Click on As Seen on NBC6, and that's where you'll see the Departure Lounge page. Let's go over to Bob.